Today we're going to take a look at what could become custom post types, custom meta fields and so on inside WordPress if this is adopted into core WordPress. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Create Content Model. Currently it's a plugin that sits on top of core WordPress that allows you to natively create custom post types, custom meta fields and so on. It's still relatively basic. It's not going to be anywhere near as powerful as something like advanced custom fields or MetaBox, JetEngine and so on, but it is potentially a step in the right direction. So in this video, I want to quickly go through how you use it, the limitations. I'll give you my thoughts at the end on where I think this is probably letting us down a little bit, but let's take a look at it. Now, before we go on, if you're new here, my name is Paul C. I'm a web designer, developer, and online trainer with over 20 years experience. So let's take a look. Now, first of all, the link to this is in the description so you can try this out for yourself. Now, you can download it if you want to as a plugin by coming over to the code option and choose the option for downloading a zip. But the easiest way is to just use the WordPress playground. There are some limitations with this, but it's there if you want to try it out. Also, there's a video here from Brian Cords that shows you how to get started with this in a very kind of quick overview fashion. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. So there's our playground with the Content Models plugin installed. So inside here, we can take a look at all our content models, or we can create a new content model, or we can export it. Now, bear in mind, if you're watching this in the near future, you may find some of these options have changed, some new things have happened. You get the idea. So let's go and add a new model in. So this is going to bring you into what looks like a typical standard setup for anything to do with WordPress inside Gutenberg. But you'll notice we have these extra options at the right-hand side, post type, and so on. So from here, you can give this a singular label, a plural label, and an icon or icon name. So let's just call this books. And you can see there's our plural, singular, and so on. Now, we could change the icon here if we want to, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. With that being said, the next thing we want to do is start to create the actual custom fields we want as part of our new custom post type. So what we've done here, the post type book and books is the post type itself, the custom post type. And what we create inside the main screen are basically going to be our meta fields automatically associated with this post type. Like I say, it is relatively basic at this point in time, so we don't have all those nice options to change so many things that we can do inside those other plugins. But you can see we say start building our model. This is where we create our bindings. So first of all, we've got a title at the top. Let's go in and say book description. Underneath, we may want to put book price. So from here, we're just going to put in an image. And you can see we now get the option for upload media library and so on. Ignore them. You don't need to set anything inside here. So what we're going to do is going to go back to our book description and we're going to say add a binding. This is going to connect that content area, that placeholder, to the actual meta field we want. So say add binding, and from here, we're going to call this book description. Save our field. That is now bound to that area. Next up, we're going to go to our book price, add a new binding, put in book price for this example, save our field. And finally, we'll select our image, add a binding, and we'll call this book cover. Save our field. You can set up some basic options here for the aspect ratio and so on. So you may want to set something up. Let's say we want to do something like, I don't know, portrait 3x4. You can see that now inserts a kind of placeholder shape for it. We'll just simply save this, and we've now bound those various different fields together. So we'll click publish, and now we've kind of created a custom post type and connected in those meta fields. Now if we come back out of here, you'll see we've now got a new section called books. So much the same as you see by creating normal custom post types. So all books, add new book. So let's add a new book in. You see this takes us in now, and you can see all those kind of placeholder areas are ready for us. So we can pop in the name, pop in our book description, and we'll pop in a price. Now, if I try to upload an image, we'll see what happens. So I'll select this option, I'll say upload. We'll try uploading an image. So there's our first one. We'll publish this. We've now created our first post as part of our custom post types. Come back out of here, and you get this this error message, this leave message, which is annoying. Add a new one in, so we'll add a second one in. I'm not going to bore you by going through all this over and over again. So now we've created a couple of entries. Before we close this section down, though, you can see there's our attributes. It tells us we've got the ID, which is post meta, your URL, your title, your alt, and so on. So these are attributes that are standard attributes you have as part of a normal post type in WordPress. We don't have to create those. So we can reference those in various different ways. And you've also got the alt text and things like that inside here. So now we've created these. You can see we have 2 books inside here. So now we can use normal query loops to output this information. So again, nothing here is rocket science if you're already used to working with either Gutenberg or just, custom post types and things in general. Before we move on, let's take a moment to have a message from today's video sponsor, OmniSend. Now, if you're looking for solid email marketing platform for your e-commerce store, look no further than OmniSend. Getting started is an absolute breeze. They offer some of the most affordable pricing on the market, and you can start with their free plan and experience premium features without spending a penny. It's the best quality to cost ratio you'll find anywhere. If you need help, rest assured, with OmniSend's award-winning customer support, you're always a priority. It's available 24/7, 365 days a year, and you'll get a response in less than 3 minutes, making you feel valued and important. Now, don't just take my word for it. OmniSend is a top-rated platform with unbeatable pricing, powerful features, and exceptional support. The reviews speak for themselves. If you're ready to elevate your email marketing game, OmniSend is here to help. You could try OmniSend today and discover why they're the best choice for your e-commerce business, with unbeatable pricing, powerful features, and exceptional support. Link in the description down below. Let's quickly add a new page in. From there, you can see we can choose a pattern if we want to. Let's just skip out of this, and we'll just call this books, and underneath we'll just do a query loop. So we can choose from a pre-built one if we want to, but let's just, for argument's sake, just start blank. So let's just say we'll choose this title and date. Now what this is going to do is it's going to pull in the normal query of posts, which we don't want. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this post type, and we're going to say book. Once you do that, you can see that now pulls in the basic info, our 2 books. And obviously you've got the option then to order these, so we can say oldest to newest, newest to oldest, and so on. But what we can also do is we can come into the block inserter section, and we can add additional blocks in. So if we scroll right to the bottom, you can see there's our blocks, which are basically where we've mapped those custom fields, the book description, price, and so on. They are available inside here, so we can use this to build out our design. Now, I'm not going to go into design side of things. I just want to show you how this works. Let's come back to our document list, open up our query, open up our post template. There's our title and date. Don't care about date. Let's get short of that. Title is fine. Let's now add in those new options. So we'll say book description. There's our book description, all brought in. Book price, job done. Book cover, added in. There's our book cover. Hit publish. We now have a custom query loop using custom post types and custom meta fields, all created using this plugin directly inside WordPress itself. So native functionality, not adding anything on top. It is a native kind of function. So if we take a look at this, you can see it's pretty ugly, but it works. So this is what you can do with this new plugin. Like I say, this is potentially the future of what we're going to see when it comes to WordPress and custom post types. So what are my thoughts on this? It's interesting. It's nice to see this kind of functionality starting to be potentially baked into WordPress, which is something I think a lot of us has kind of wanted for a long, long time. For many, many users, something along the lines of this could be more than enough. It still needs a lot more work. There's still a lot of functionality that really needs to be brought into this to make it a truly viable alternative to things like advanced custom fields, even the free version of that, or JetEngine, Metabox, and those kinds of tools. But it is still nice to see things moving in this direction. So I'm hopeful that in the next 6 to 10 years, we should at least see something that becomes a workable product. I know I'm just being sarcastic there, but timelines aside, when it comes to things to do with Gutenberg, it's not going to happen overnight. But it would be nice to see this actually incorporated into core in the near future if we can. Now, that's my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on it? And if you want more thoughts about what I think of WordPress, the direction we're going in, and so on, check out this video next. As always, all applicable links in the description. My name is Paul C. This is WPTuts, and until next time, take care.